What about the word disabled?
I think to a certain degree, yeah. Like, people have a disability. I don't know if I would say they're disabled because, I mean, especially as OTs, as occupational therapists, and working towards enabling people to do all the things they need to do,
Right.
whatever that looks like, right? It might look a little bit different than it did before. So I don't usually like to say someone is disabled, because just because they can't walk or whatever, they can still do things just a little differently.
Right.
But
having something is different than being something. And if you describe yourself as being something, then that becomes part of your personality and your mindset. I'm disabled. I can't do A, B, and C. Whereas I have a disability means you're so much more. You're so many other things, but this is just something that you also have.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you to the day.
Welcome back to the Upstroke Podcast channel. Jamie and Colleen have agreed to interview with me, so thank you very much.
you're welcome.
You're very welcome.
So good to see
I know you were very hesitant, a little nervous. The pressure's on.
Yeah.
The world is going to see you on the stage now. It's your turn, to be put on the spot. You put me on the spot several times.
Fair, yeah.
Yes. Look at that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been working great.
Good.
And that's been both of you, right? Started off with you, Colleen, for the first probably 3-4 months. And then Colleen bailed on me and passed me off to Jamie. And that went well.
I think so.
Yeah,
Do you think so?
I think it went great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Colleen, tell us about yourself.
Like, personally?
Like personally
Okay.
and job.
What
do you do, Colleen?
I'm an occupational therapist.
So what is an occupational therapist?
So an occupational therapist, it's different in a lot of different settings. Specifically here, we work on getting people back to the things that they need to do or have to do throughout the day. So a lot of that is like getting yourself up and dressed, showered, cooking yourself a meal. We also work on arms and work on function for arms.
Right.
A lot of it includes like vision and scanning, and I think like that's the biggest part for our role, but it looks a lot different in different areas, but that's sort of what we do here.
Right. Jamie,
Yes.
what's your role here?
I am an occupational therapy assistant.
Okay.
So I assist Colleen.
How does she do, Colleen?
And she gets to do all the fun things.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. Yeah.
Less paperwork?
She does all of the testing and then makes a treatment plan based on that, and then hands me the treatment plan. and
Oh,
says,
cool.
Make
Okay.
them do this.
Yeah. Interesting. And then everything's focused on the original testing, the results from those tests.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it different in every facility? Because you said in here,
Yeah.
in this location.
The philosophy is kind of the same, where the
Okay.
OT comes in and does an assessment and the therapy assistant helps carry out the plan, but
Right.
the roles are a little bit different in different places. So OTs can work with kids with autism, or
right.
they can work in mental health settings, or
Oh, yeah,
they can
okay.
work in people's homes. So just depending on the setting, it's a little bit different, but the
Right.
idea is kind of the same, just getting people back to what they need to get back to.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it all centered around like a rehabilitation then?
Sometimes there's some,
Okay.
like if you're working in palliative care or something, you're not necessarily doing rehab. You're just sort of
Right.
meeting the person where they're at, right? What do
Okay.
they need to do at that point in time in their life?
Right.
And whether that's working for them to get better, working for them to kind of maintain, it can look a little bit different in different
Right.
places.
And here is pretty much predominantly brain injury, right?
Yeah.
Stroke and trauma?
Please
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah, so it would be very rehab focused here.
Right.
Yeah.
How many OTs are here?
There's 5 of us
Okay.
at a good time.
At a
when we're
good
fully
time.
staffed, there's 5
Okay.
of us. Yeah.
How many right now?
There's 5 right now.
5. Woohoo.
Yes.
All right. And how many patients approximately?
I think there's 3 units of 16. So what's that?
Okay.
48? I was like, don't make me do math. yeah.
Edit.
yeah. If I got the number wrong, edit that out. Yeah,
So 48 patients. Okay.
Yeah.
So those are pretty good numbers then.
Yeah. So each OT, there's 4 OTs that will have 10 patients, and then 1 that will have 8 patients.
How many does Jamie have?
I have, since I'm a part-timer,
Oh yeah, okay.
I have 9 patients.
So 5 OT, that includes assistants?
So 5 OTs, and then we have
3 assistant.
4?
4 assistant.
4 assistants. You have to count yourself, yes.
Okay. 3 other.
Yeah, 3 other,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. And what's the difference between those roles? Like you had said that you do a lot of the testing and then you build the program and then the assistants are working more with the patients then? But
Yeah.
you work with patients as well.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll make a treatment plan, and if there's things, because the therapy assistants can sometimes see people more than we can if we have to do like meetings or paperwork or anything like that. So if there's something that I want people to do more regularly or more consistently, then that's where I would pass it to the therapy assistant so
Right.
they can kind of carry that out. And then if there's something that is a little more complicated, or honestly sometimes there's things that I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, then I keep it because I don't want to look dumb passing it to Jamie when I don't know what I'm doing.
How important is the relationship between the therapist and the patient?
Super.
Super?
Yeah.
And that's a tough one because all the patients have different disabilities, right? Especially with the speech ones. Like, how do you build that trust then?
It's sometimes tough. We work pretty closely, I'd say, with the speech therapist to get an idea of like what's the best way of communicating with people. And then I think just by like when they see your face consistently and you're working towards their goal, sometimes that tends to build trust. But it is pretty tough when you're trying to communicate something and they're not really sure what you're trying to say and
Yeah.
you're not sure what they're trying to say.
Yeah,
It's
tough.
a little tough, yeah.
And then for the ones that can speak, like you manage a lot of emotions, right? Good and bad. Like everyone's coming in probably with feeling pretty beat up
Yeah.
after going through such an extreme life-changing event.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing people at their worst point
Exactly,
in their life, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So that's got to be a burden on you ladies.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes because
Yeah.
people sometimes need to externalize or express their emotions, and
Yeah.
you tend to be the sink for that sometimes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you have to sometimes take on a lot of emotions from
Yeah.
people and a lot of frustration, and sometimes they, if they're not progressing how they feel like they should be, it's sometimes your fault, even though
Right.
you're doing the best you can
Yeah.
too, right? So it can be a little bit tough sometimes, but
Yeah.
Jamie and I have our lunchtime runs that we go and just jog it out.
Yeah.
It makes us feel better.
And I've seen it. They do it every day.
I feel like we're pretty lucky here though because we have so many resources. Like we do have mental health that not only the patients can go to, but we can go to them for advice.
Oh, good.
And they also do in-services for us on like how to handle different situations.
Right.
Yeah.
And then as you go through that, then the patient starts trusting more and the relationship starts to build.
Ideally, yeah, that's the hope.
Sometimes they don't.
Well, I
Sometimes they
also
don't.
think that we're lucky here because our program is so long in duration that after 3, 4, 5 months with someone, you develop that relationship no matter what.
Gotcha.
Whereas some places are only like a 6-week program, so you're kind of in and out, and you might not get that
Yeah.
as far in the trust area as you might.
100%. That has a huge impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even people I didn't like at the beginning actually was okay with towards the end.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
saw the progress, or just got to
Well,
know
no,
them?
I'm thinking more other staff, not so
Yeah.
much in therapists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and not even just staff, but patients as well, right? I think those are the people that I probably butted heads with most, a couple of the patients.
Yeah.
They subscribe.
Yeah,
You're
from
like
a-
living in dorms. pretty
100%,
much.
Yeah,
yeah.
you never
That's
stick out.
that's what it is. Yeah, you're sharing a bathroom and showers. Scrub watching my back with their brush.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. Oh my gosh, that's so gross.
It was.
We still have those words of advice on the unit. Just ask OT for a bath brush. They'll give you your own.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want telling the story?
You were the one that figured it out.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. Oh, in one of our sessions, I can't remember how it came up, but
Yeah.
you had said that showering independently was going well, but you didn't like the bath brush in there because it was too hard and scratchy. And I had worked as an aide before, so I know what he's talking about. And it's a very hard brush that they use to put the chemicals to clean the shower on. She's like, Shane, what are you doing? Do not put that on your body. Why are you doing this? And then I went in the pantry and got you your very own. Please use this from now on.
Loofah.
Yes.
I still use it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
used it yesterday.
Those should also be changed every few months, just so you know. Bacteria and whatnot.
How long have I been gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Hit up the dollar store on the way out. Get
Yeah.
yourself a
that's
couple
where
more.
they're from.
I'll have to add that to the list. New loofah.
I just don't understand why you would be in the shower and be like, yes, this communal bath brush is the one that I'm going to use. The thought process, I don't get it.
Like perfect. Ooh. It's a little aggressive.
So funny.
But yet he needs to again after.
Only like 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're very clean.
It was very
gosh.
clean.
So
Sanitized.
So funny.
That was a funny story.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And so that's where that rapport comes in.
That's
if
it.
If we hadn't talked and you told me that, you would still been using it a couple months later probably.
No, it wasn't very good. I was not enjoying that back scrub. I actually just started getting an itchy spot on my back, and I thought of that the other day. Oh, maybe there's permanent damage.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Lots of laughs.
Yeah.
So much, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I actually had a good time being here.
Good.
Overall, was really good. And then progress for me was always critical.
Yeah.
And with the arm, it's fairly easy to tell. So I was very fortunate that way. But then, yeah, you're having to work with patients that don't progress at that rate. And that was more me and PT with the legs. So I call it waist up and waist down therapy.
Yeah.
Predominantly what it is, right?
Yeah.
OT being arms and shoulders for the most part. At least with the exercises.
Yeah.
The dressing, yeah, that was fun too. Having a grown woman dress me in the morning. Brenda.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that scratch on your leg? Nothing.
Nothing gets by her.
No, it did not. And then, yeah, I had that, my first, what's it called, when you leave for the weekend?
Oh,
LOA.
anyway.
I had my first LOA,
Leave of absence.
leave of absence, yeah, coming up. So I was paranoid that I'm not going to get approved for LOA if they see this. So I tried hiding it. It didn't work. She sniffed me out. I was like, oh, that was here when I got here. That was fresh.
Yeah. It's funny too because everyone thinks that they're telling a unique story, but after you work here for a little
Yeah.
while, you're like, yeah, heard that one before. Yeah.
Yeah, we think we're so creative with our little
Yeah,
lies,
exactly.
right?
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
I did get away with a couple. Not many.
Thank you,
I think I did. Yeah, maybe you're laughing at me in the meeting room. He thinks he's so funny. So yeah, the relationships are critical.
Yeah.
It was a big part of how well I did, I think, as well. Just being able to feel comfortable enough to be honest and do the walrus.
Yes. I still, every time I hear Beatles, I think of you.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
did
I
end up
am the
watching it around
walrus.
what
Did
is
you
it,
Across the Universe?
Across
Yeah.
the Universe, yes.
What'd you think?
Well, I think my partner kind of ruined it for me because
Oh,
he was
really?
sitting there the whole time being like, this is a musical. What is this? Why are they still singing? So I'd like to watch it without him.
Yeah, it's a
But
musical.
I don't think it would be my favorite, and I would not peg it for your favorite.
No, it's kind of sad. Yeah, but it's a great movie. The woman singer in there is amazing. Great voice. Yeah, and just so many different renditions of the Beatles. Did you see Bono?
Yes.
He's the one that sang that song, right?
Yeah.
I am the walrus. Cuckoo.
Because Shane, when he first started trying to roll over on the mat, that's what it kind of reflected for us.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
I'd get stuck. One time I face planted, and you had to get
I don't
help.
think that was a roll though.
No, that wasn't a roll.
That was when you were doing 4-point
Yeah.
weight bearing,
Arms gave out.
and you just like pushed yourself to the limit, and then
Yeah.
when you laid down, you could not get back up.
Yeah, and I couldn't
And I was
pull
like,
my knee
"You're
up.
too big. I can't get you out of this nap on myself. Let's
Yeah.
just rest for a minute."
We'll take a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no falls recently. My last fall was in public, which was horrible. Horrible for the spirit. Yeah. But around the house, it's been really good. And then, I just got back from Victoria. So I got that video to put out. Pretty cool. What programs, like when someone comes in, you do the testing, you develop the program specific to what you think that patient needs. Is it like, how custom are these things? What's the variety of exercises and programs? Like, I know for me, once I was on one, I pretty much just kept repeating it. And if I didn't like it, you made sure I did lots of it.
Well, when we do exercises, Jamie always tells me that, what is it? What you hate?
The ones you don't like are the ones you need the most.
There you
Right.
go. So going off of that
So
philosophy.
keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. But it's fairly custom to each person. The difficult part, especially if we're thinking of like arms, is that like we know repetition is what's going to make the most change. And if you think about walking, how many times do you advance your leg and step when you're walking? You go down the hallway, you do it a couple hundred times, and no one thinks twice about it. But when we do the same exercise for your arm 30 times, people start complaining. So it is really like, feels very monotonous, but repetition is the biggest thing to making change in that neuroplasticity. So it feels a little bit more redundant in your arm than it does in your leg, but that's why we do the same thing over and over and over again.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Interesting.
Yeah. That's why OT has the harder job.
That's right.
Physios have it easy.
Yeah.
And for exercises, like your arm only moves so many different ways, right?
Yeah.
So there's only so many different exercises we can do for it. But the customization comes from like what your goals are. So say you wanted to be a fly fisher again, then we might have exercises specifically for those movements.
Gotcha. So goals are a big part of it then.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
When we think about setting goals for arms, we think about, because there's such a wide variety of people's ability to move their arm. And so depending on how much arm movement they have, we're picking and grading different goals. But we know that, like, research shows that setting a goal for your arm, not just saying, oh, I want more movement. Well, how do you track that, right? And how do you work towards something? So picking a specific activity that your arm can do and then working towards that activity. And then once you get that, moving up to the next one. Yeah.
And that just gets a lot of motivation too. And you know, like, this is the flag post. And also I'm invested in it because this is something I want to do.
So critical to check those goals off, right? That was just the best part of my time here, was getting back to my room to physically check off one of my goals. Some of them I just changed the goal. Well, not necessarily. Like, I wanted to braid my hair.
I know. I was so fired up when you came in because I was like, we can do this. And then I came in the next week and your hair was gone. And I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, we fixed that.
Your beard now, though.
Yeah, it's good, eh? It's getting there.
Yeah.
So everyone has different goals, and based on sometimes they're unrealistic. So how do you deal with a patient that's setting unrealistic goals?
If they came into my session, I'd say you should probably talk to Colleen.
I think the biggest thing is just reminding people of the steps to get to the goals, right? Like, everyone wants their arm to work exactly how it did before. Or everyone wants to just get up and walk, or, everyone has these big goals, but then reminding them, okay, well, this is where you are right now. And so this is the next step in working towards that long-term goal. So just trying to not necessarily tell them that they're never going to make that goal, because that's not good for rapport either, but just trying to remind them, okay, well, this is your ultimate goal, and so these are the steps that we need to take to get to that goal, and trying to just lay out that process of why we're working on this specific thing right now, and what we need to do to get to the next step to work towards their goal.
Great approach. Yeah, because for me, this is why I would be horrible in your job. Be like, yeah, right, okay, you want to what?
Yeah.
Probably not, buddy.
Yeah, and I think there's a fine balance between validating goals and not, taking away hope and that, but also being realistic with people and, giving them an accurate estimate of prognosis, and, not lying to people and saying, oh yeah, you're going to make this goal. It's definitely a fine balance between those
for sure.
Yeah.
You always hear those stories too about the doctors that tell people they'll never walk again. things like that. And I don't really understand. For myself, I was never told that, but I definitely think that I heard that, right? Just in the way that the doctors spoke to me.
Yeah.
And it's the first question we have after going through this. Like, is my arm going to work again? And everyone's just so different.
Yeah.
So nobody knows. For myself, I honestly thought my leg was going to come back better and stronger than my arm did. But it was the opposite. The arm started progressing, and then it just rocked and rolled. And now it's almost the same as my right.
Yeah.
Strength-wise, I work out with the same weights. I don't adjust the weight in my left anymore.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to do fewer reps
Right.
with my left. But yeah. And the leg, not so much. Still dragging the damn thing out.
Yeah. I can't really speak too much to your leg when you came in, but I know your arm,
Yeah.
like you had good hand movement. Your elbow was pretty good. It was really just your shoulder
It's the
that was
shoulder.
weak. Yeah. And so we worked a lot on strengthening the shoulder, but also strengthening so the right muscles are firing at the right time. So I know Jamie and you worked a lot on that, like proper shoulder movement as you're moving. And
it was a weird one because the stroke affected my left shoulder and my right was all broken.
Yes, that was
Right?
an issue.
Broke the collarbone and the shoulder blade. So neither worked.
Yeah.
So, and then we were focused on just the left, and I was like, well, we need to work on the right as well. But the doctor had it marked as non-weight bearing.
Yeah. For a little while.
Yeah. So then, for myself, and this is just to everyone else out there as well going through this, but you have to advocate for yourself, and you have to speak up if you think you want something done differently. For myself, I wanted more weight.
Yes.
I want resistance. And I've always worked out in my life and had lots of weight. I was built genetically to move heavy things.
That was another issue that we had in our sessions.
How so?
You always wanted to go harder, more, faster,
Yeah.
to like get that mentality that no, we need the proper technique first.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to handle like the technique and the reps in front of you before we bump it up. I remember sending you home with that first like home exercise program, being like, do not put more weight than this. Do not do this.
I did.
And I was like,
Of course you did, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm giving this to her
Yeah.
so that she can monitor.
Yeah. She would have to be working out then.
Yeah.
She did not work out with me.
Left unsupervised.
Unsupervised.
Does what he wants.
Yes. I'm pretty good at finding that limit. Like I did hurt myself one time with my knee by pushing too far, too hard. But with the arm, I haven't really injured it at all since doing it. Yeah, it lets me know. Yeah, so I think everyone has to figure out those limits somehow. And sometimes it means hurting ourselves. And for you, like, you don't want to pull back too far either, right? You want to make sure the patient's pushing. You probably I'm just guessing here, but so you're going to be dealing with the two different sides to that, to a personality, right? People that don't push enough, and then people that will push too far and hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Which is more common?
I would say don't push enough. I think.
Probably.
Yeah. Just that like fear, and then a lot with brain injury, you have, depending on the area that's injured, you have that like lack of initiation is a big thing just from the brain injury. So they know what they need to do, but they have trouble just, getting that started and pushing for it. That's another big thing that we see too.
I also find muscle memory is a real thing. So I can tell almost instantly when a patient comes in if they have been involved in sports or weight training before versus trying to teach someone how to do these movements if they've never done something like that before.
So that helps then
Yes.
a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then to that more intrinsic motivation, if you've done stuff like that before and know what you're capable of or how to increase appropriately, whereas someone who hasn't done it before needs a little bit more encouragement to be like, yes, you can do this, and this is how I know why.
Right. But yeah, that muscle memory, and I think that spirit of competing in a sport. You're a competitive person, you play hockey.
Yeah, just that internal drive for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people too that I find will, again, this is all part of like the initiation and brain injury, that they they're just so motivated physically to, once I can walk, I can do X, Y, and Z. And once my arm works, I can do X, Y, and Z. And just trying to work, on the arm, on the walking, in parallel with all of those things too, right? And making sure, well, just in case you don't get to that, let's work on getting yourself dressed, and let's work on making yourself a meal, right? And
That's
trying
good.
to sort of pair those, but sometimes that's hard to get buy-in for because people are just so motivated for their physical recovery that they think, once I can walk, then no problem, I'll be able to do all these things, right? Yeah.
And sometimes they can.
Sometimes they can, and sometimes there's a cognitive component to it too, right? And I know Jolene had kind of talked about you can see the physical, and that's a little bit easier to understand, but some of those cognitive components are hard to see and understand. So just trying to remind people, like, even if your body worked 100%, those cognitive pieces also make it difficult for you to remember the steps, or remember to turn off the stove when you're cooking, and some of that too, and just trying to encourage people to work through that as well, and understand that.
I think too, there's another, like, it's a blessing and also can be a curse for treatments, is that we have such access to things that, like, say, I'm not going to learn how to cook because I can just skip the dishes. I don't need to be able to get to the grocery store because the grocery store can come to me, that sort of thing. So then having that balance of, well, try and have that as plan B. If we don't get there, then at least you have these resources. But in the meantime, maybe something happens that you can't skip the dishes, or maybe you do want to be able to tie shoelaces rather than using Velcro, that sort of thing.
The conveniences of a modern society.
Yeah, but they're also not very cost efficient too.
That's just it.
Especially like if our folks are on any sort of disability payments, there's not a ton of extra money to be doing skip the dishes for every single meal, right? Trying to work in some of that budgeting and financial management is a big piece too.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, it's expensive if you're gonna live that way. Getting food delivered. Cooked food delivered. So those are good motivators for people, good goals, right? And I guess it depends, is it even going to be possible for them? The cognitive side of things, like, fortunately, I have not had to deal with that. And I remember Jolene explaining to me, like, some people just have zero ambition, and they may have been ambitious previously, and it's gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. That's a massive disability.
Just trying to, it takes a lot of work trying to motivate people, and I honestly, I don't know if I've found a great way to build that internal motivation. It's just trying to set up their environment around them to motivate them externally to do what they need to do.
Like, man, how do you exercise that muscle?
If you figure it out, please let us know.
Cocaine. I think we found the answer.
I will bring that to our managers. Thank you.
Like, there must be some drugs though.
I mean, there's legally, there's some like Ritalin and those sort of ADHD medications that give you a little bit, give you that little bit of a boost, but it's not a perfect.
It's not
solution.
ambition. It's not an ambition pill.
Exactly.
What about the burdens that you guys carry in the job? I've had a couple of management positions where I felt like all I received from my job was, I'm the problem solver. And it was every day, all day, people's problems. And it wore me down. Actually made me quit. A couple jobs. So it's similar for you, like, dealing with everyone that's carrying this burden. Some of that burden must be transferred onto you, or not? Or can you walk away from it? Can you go home and not think about it too much and have it affect your personal life?
I feel like there can be a lot of guilt associated with, like, they're my patients and I see the same 9 people every week, and say I'm sick for a week. Then I have a lot of guilt, like, who's going to see them? How are they going to get the treatment that they need if I'm not there? We do try to do coverage as best we can, but everybody else has the same amount of patients that they're trying to see on a regular basis. So you feel kind of guilty taking holidays, or guilty because I'm sick, well, I should be there. So that's kind of
Interesting.
hard.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think too, you have to have some sort of ability. I mean, I never shut my brain off when I leave. I try my best. There's usually a few ideas rolling around in my brain, but it's tough to sort of end the day and, because the more you do, the more you're helping people, right? And it's people's treatment, it's people's future, and that sometimes I feel is a little bit tough. You have a million things you need to do, and if I don't do them, well, it's not the company or it's not management that suffers. Oh, they just need to hire more staff. It's the patients that are suffering, right?
Yeah.
So that's really tough too. Like, we were short-staffed here for a while, and it was just chaos trying to do everything for everyone and make sure that they're at least getting the best treatment that they can while they're here. And that is sometimes really tough too, just trying to be that, well, the more I do, the more I'll help people, and then where does it end, right? Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think that's why I couldn't work from home. Like, it's nice that at least like we leave the building
Yeah.
and you're displaced from it, whereas if I was working from home, I think I'd just be constantly on the
Yeah.
phone, on the computer.
So you set that rule for yourself? You don't work from home?
No.
No. Good. So you have to have boundaries then.
Yeah.
Yourself
for
as
sure.
well?
Well, I wouldn't say work from home, but say someone wants to do a specific task, I might go home and try it myself. How am I
Right.
supposed to teach someone how to do something if I don't know how to do it?
Yeah.
Or just like brainstorming all the time. If I'm doing something in my normal life, I'm like, oh, this could turn into a treatment for this person.
Didn't I sew a button on for you?
You did. Yeah, you did. I brought some sewing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good fine motor. Hand-eye coordination. Fast.
It was.
Jamie's just
Button.
making her own little sweatshop here. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that movie, Adam Sandler? With his grandma or something was
Happy Gilmore?
it Happy Yeah, it was Happy Gilmore. Yeah. The sweatshop. All the senior citizens.
Tell my secrets.
That's so funny. Is that button still on?
Yes, it is.
Is it? Nice.
How's your bead bear?
I gave it away.
Oh.
As soon as I walked out, do you remember?
What?
Yeah, I gave it to Tanis.
Oh, I thought it was for your granddaughter.
It was gonna be, but it was pretty beat up there.
Yeah. Yeah, we learned a lot. I threw away that pattern because I'm like, I'm never doing this.
Yeah, that was not a fun project. Well, for a couple of reasons. Yeah,
Your
just
cousin helped a lot with that.
She
though.
did,
taught
yeah.
us that one stitch. That's come
Yeah.
in handy since.
actually, I forgot to ask Emily for those. You commented on my cousin's earrings, the
Yes.
bead earrings,
Yes, I learned how to make those.
Did you?
I did.
because Emily just did as well,
Yeah.
and I asked her to make you a pair,
Oh, did
and I forgot to bring them.
Oh, yeah, I've been.
So next time,
Have to come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
blue. Do you like blue?
I love blue.
Good, good. Yeah, it was pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much the handwork, it was the pattern
Yes.
and how to weave that string through it all.
We worked on a lot of things.
We
with
did,
that
didn't we?
very well.
You did, yeah.
Covered a lot of bases.
It does, yeah. And then the hand is working great.
Yeah, I feel like your fine motor became better in your left hand than your right.
At times, it still does, yeah. I have a little bit of a disconnect with left and right working together still, but much improved, yeah.
Sewing use both at the same time. Practice that more at home.
I do, yeah. Putting a belt on, passing it from one hand to the other behind my back.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Did that this morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
I usually wear sweatpants. Like, ooh, okay.
Got your fancy pants on.
Got my fancy pants on. Yeah.
Did you get it? No, you were really good in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly tidy is what Brenda said about me in the kitchen.
Well, I remember the first time we went in the kitchen, though. I don't even remember what we were making. It was something very simple, and you had to sit down like 7 times, and
Oh,
you were
yeah.
just huffing and puffing and sweating and sweating. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I went right to physio and was like, he needs to work on endurance. That was
So it was
crazy.
your fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Endurance has been a huge part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it wasn't in the best shape before the accident. Smoking 40 cigarettes a day. And then crippled and in the hospital. The word crippled. What's your opinion on this word? Because I've been using it. And I feel as though I'm like saying the N word, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm using the C word. So much better, right? Is it offensive?
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
No?
Especially in like my sessions or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know, you probably made me use it.
Stay crippled.
Yeah. No, because we're working towards getting away from that.
Right.
So if that's crippled is describing like I'm injured or I can't do something,
Yeah.
our goal in our sessions is to move past that.
Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't describe someone as that in a session.
Right. But to yourself?
Never.
To others? What about the word disabled?
I think to a certain degree, yeah. Like, people have a disability. I don't know if I would say they're disabled because, I mean, especially as OTs, as occupational therapists, and working towards enabling people to do all the things they need to do,
Right.
whatever that looks like, right? It might look a little bit different than it did before. So I don't usually like to say someone is disabled because just because they can't walk or whatever, they can still do things just a little differently.
Right.
But
Having something is different than being something. And if you describe yourself as being something, then that becomes part of your personality and your mindset. I'm disabled. I can't do A, B, and C. Whereas I have a disability means you're so much more. You're so many other things, but this is just something that you also have. So it kind of is a mindset going into it as well.
Interesting. The same thing for the word handicap?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Like, what am I, Jamie?
you're Shane,
With a
You're a
limp.
big biker dude
but also a teddy bear.
who has a disability.
Who has a disability. Okay, gotcha.
I think it's all just, I mean, people will personalize it too, right? Like, I think there's some terms words that people will say that's offensive, and it resonates with someone differently than it resonates with another person. So I think it's definitely personalized. But as a whole, I would say, yeah, like having a disability versus being a disability is, at least in my own job and work, is what we try to sort of teach people. You have a disability, but you are not a disability.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good way to put it.
Thank you. Have my moments.
Yeah.
I have fun with it.
Well, if you can't have fun, then
Gotta have fun.
Right.
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not laughing, you could be crying.
That's true. And that doesn't go over well.
And that's why we laughed a lot in our sessions.
So
Anything
much.
that went haywire, we laughed at it.
Yeah.
We can move past it a lot better.
Yeah.
I remember we had a session together and your daughter was here, and I don't remember what we were doing, but I remember you were like, "Ugh," and you were trying so hard or something. And I said, "Oh my gosh, you're so dramatic." And then as soon as I said it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have said that." And both of you burst out laughing, and I was like, "Oh, phew." It just popped right out of my mouth. Ugh, so dramatic.
But yeah, people with handicaps do take offense to some of these things. I think the only thing that I've really taken offense to is people putting handicap on a washroom, and it's really not a handicap washroom,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Mislabeling.
Mislabeling.
I know, just like a big part of OT is getting people back into their house, and like what equipment or what modifications do we need in your house so that you can function
Yeah.
there. And I just can't turn it off. Like, I'll go to a hotel room and I'm like, and what about this is accessible? Like, I just, like, I should speak with
Yeah.
the manager here because, I see
Yeah.
it all the time too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there's things that I'm missing too because I just don't experience it, right? But I'll go to places and I'm like, this is not accessible.
Yeah.
It's hard to turn off.
Yeah, I bet, eh? For me especially.
Yeah.
But for you, you guys are looking at it from every perspective. I'm just looking at it from my disabilities, right? It'd be so much better if this was there or that was here.
Right.
So that's why I have grab bars everywhere in my house. We have so many grab bars.
Yeah.
I don't even use most of them now.
But they're there just
Yeah.
in case. Yeah.
I could use another hand railing going downstairs to my basement because they're steep and narrow. But because it's narrow, I don't want to lose the space on the other side, right? I think we have a move coming. I envision a move in my future. This is this is a crystal ball.
I got it. Yeah. Picked up on that.
I'm not rubbing someone. The daily activities that you guys focus on. So there's a kitchen here. If you haven't got that from our conversation so far, a couple kitchens, I guess.
Yeah.
In every unit?
There's 2.
Oh, they're shared,
yeah.
right? Yeah. That was fun. I don't remember what I made though.
I don't remember either. Probably like a grilled cheese or something.
I think we started off with like a grilled cheese.
That's my go-to start one. People are like, I want to make a huge pasta dish. I'm like, ooh, how about grilled cheese? Let's rein that in a little bit.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of adaptive equipment in our kitchens to help people if they need it.
Like what?
Like different cutting boards that you can like stick things to so it stays still. You wouldn't need your 2 hands to cut.
Oh, yeah,
or
okay.
Knives that rock versus having to saw it or hold down and saw it.
Yeah. It's like one-handed can opener, like a one-handed egg cracker.
I still don't really know how to use the one-handed egg cracker.
No?
The egg
I
cracker?
haven't had to.
Oh. We'll do a demo afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, the biggest thing I think you were working on in the kitchen is just that endurance as you're moving around the kitchen, right? And figuring out for a lot of people, we work on one-handed strategies. So if they only have the use of one hand or minimal use of the other hand, what can we do to make it easier and quicker and more efficient, and just practicing those one-handed strategies. There's a lot of people too that we're working on like the cognitive pieces of meal preparation. So I said, remembering to turn off the stove, or if you're doing 2 things at once, you're chopping something while you've got something on the stove. Are you able to pay attention to both things? Are you making sure that the thing on the stove isn't burning and boiling over? And
critical, eh?
Yeah, and just some of those safety components of cooking.
It really is a dangerous room.
Oh yeah.
A lot of bad things can go down in a kitchen.
Yeah.
It's only been set on fire once.
Yeah.
Is it?
Like not that long ago, I had a fire in the kitchen.
Oh, this is awesome.
It's okay.
Tell us about the fire.
Well, someone was just heated up the oil for a really, really long time and then threw vegetables in it, and it all splattered over, and then there was like an oil fire on the stove. So luckily I managed to like quickly grab some baking soda and douse it and get it out. But after that we were like, we should buy fire blankets. This would be a good idea. Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. So yeah, it's.
Are there air fryers in the kitchens yet?
I think we have one.
I think someone donated one.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We work on a lot of donations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Little shout out. We should have a list of
Shout
things
out
that we
for
need.
some
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halvar Johnson in Pinoca?
Yeah.
Or just let me know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have
I'll
an
get
air
it
fryer
here.
or a blender. Those
Air
are our
fryer,
2 hot
blender.
ones right now.
Okay. Blender could be dangerous.
It could be. Yeah. Like literally things that you don't think could be dangerous just somehow end up being dangerous. Like even just moving things around the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, you remember to turn the stove off, but how are you getting your big, huge pot of spaghetti, boiling water over to the sink?
Right.
If your balance is impaired, or you've only got one arm and you're not spilling boiling water all over yourself.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of pieces to, and sometimes it's also just gaining insight for the person too. A lot of people think, again, with that cognitive part, like, oh, but you know, my arm doesn't work, but you know, the rest of me is fine. And then you get them in there and you're like, oh gosh, like how did that go? And just giving them that feedback on maybe this is tougher than I thought it was.
And their realization, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
A fire. Never did that. You could totally see it happening.
Yeah.
Like, turn the stove off. Or burning yourself. Cuts, obviously.
Yeah.
Would be a common one.
Yeah.
That too.
Huh.
Yeah, it can be scary in the kitchen.
Yeah. And a lot of people going home are going home alone, right? They might not have a caregiver.
Yeah, or their
spouse.
caregiver has to go out and work and they have to be alone for periods of the day. And sometimes it's practicing in the kitchen to be more safe, but sometimes it's also getting the person to understand their limitations. And like, okay, well, when you cooked on the stove, that was really scary. So, you know, when your partner or your husband or whatever is at work, maybe
Yeah.
you're just microwaving meals, or maybe you're making yourself a sandwich, and then when it's dinner time, you can both work in the kitchen on making your big spaghetti meal
Right.
or something.
Yeah.
And just giving that feedback to family too, to best support the person when they go
Exactly.
home.
Yeah. What changes have you made in your life having worked here and seeing this?
I will never ride an e-scooter without a helmet. Make sure
That's
that
a big
one.
one,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big one lately.
Several patients.
Yeah.
E-scooters.
I-
E-scooter and a helmet.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly think just being healthy and just, you know, like I feel like a lot of people, they tend to just work. They're like, what's your hobbies? Well, I worked all the time. And just having those moments that you're not doing those stressful activities
Yeah.
and just doing something, you know, for yourself or getting moving, that's a big thing that I feel. And I
Right.
try to,
Activity.
activities, yeah.
An active lifestyle.
I find that it's probably made me a better parent
Oh, interesting.
coming in, because you have to have a lot of patience to work here, especially in OT, because a lot of it is that inside figuring it out. You can't just step in and do it for people all the time. You have to kind of sit
Oh,
on your
yeah.
hands and
That's
see,
an
like,
interesting one.
how this is going to play out.
Yeah.
And even like fine motor skills, when they're just like little tiny things, you're just seeing they're wanting to help so bad, but you're like, no, they can do this.
Yeah.
Let them figure it out.
Yeah.
We are calling you
Try.
names in our mind, though.
Yes.
That's okay. I'm sure I've been called
Yeah.
terrible things.
Horrible.
And you always thank me later when you leave.
Yeah.
And then to just, like the problem solving aspect of things. I think that it's being able to look at things a different way of problem solving it versus just doing it for somebody. Like
Right.
guiding that on my daughter, figuring out how she can do something.
It would totally help with that.
Yeah.
Or even just seeing something that I've never done before and how am I going to accomplish it. I had to teach someone how to put a contact in the other day.
Oh.
I've never done that before in my life.
Yeah.
I don't have contacts, but we got through. I was pretty impressed.
Really? It worked okay.
It did.
Huh. Right arm or left arm affected?
It was no arm affected. It was just a child.
Okay.
Yeah, just learn.
So not a patient.
Not a patient, but we can figure this out. We can get this in.
That would be hard.
Yeah.
I'd probably stop wearing contacts
Yeah.
if I couldn't use my hand.
You know what? I think it could be a one-handed task.
Interesting.
Now that I've done it,
Yeah.
now I feel like we could. But again, I would probably have to practice that myself one-handed before
Yeah.
I say, like, you should be able to do this.
Do you wear
one-handed.
contacts?
I do not.
Huh.
I'm glasses free still.
Oh, nice.
For a little bit longer. anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. You too.
Yeah, no glasses.
No glasses, no contacts.
No.
I wear reading glasses now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're at that age.
I am. Yeah, I was like day 40 or one day into 40 years old.
Yeah.
I needed reading glasses. Yeah.
You know
They
what?
haven't gotten any worse, but
I'm waiting for 42. I probably
Yeah.
do need them, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm going to make it.
If you don't check
Yeah.
for it, it's not there.
right, yeah, exactly. Just a slight squint
Yeah, it'll be all right.
works pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think though what you said about like the patience and just like sitting on your hands and letting
Yeah.
people figure it out is, I think it's so funny. I love it because people get so mad at you and I'm like, I'll help if you need. You don't need help, but it is tough sometimes, and the strategies that people figure out for themselves are going to be the better ones than the strategies you're giving them, right?
Yeah.
So you can coach and you can, you know, give a few hints here and there, but if they can come up with something on their own, they're going to be able to use that better and integrate that more than
Definitely.
what we give them.
Yeah.
Especially those people with aphasia that don't have the understanding, like the speech understanding.
Yeah.
If you're trying to tell them something and they're not getting it,
Yeah.
it's better just when they can figure it out themselves and they just automatically do that.
And then it sticks. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think everyone just learns better if you figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those strategies.
Yeah. You get a little bit of a sense of pride as well.
Although I find that in public, we probably look very mean taking patients out because we're like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can do this. I know you can.
You can get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when we get students, I always
Oh,
have
yeah.
to back them off and I'm like,
Yeah.
no. Don't help
Yeah.
yet.
We take total advantage of the students.
Yeah.
The first week or two.
Unfamiliar
Yeah.
staff. Yeah.
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 For sure.
Doesn't take them long though. They catch on pretty quick.
I do that sometimes too, though, when people
Yeah.
like physically are doing pretty well, but one side isn't more obviously affected than the other. I've definitely done testing, and I'm like, we're gonna test how much you can move your arm, and then I do the wrong arm, and I'm like, oh, this is great, and they're like, oh yeah, it's my other arm that's affected.
When I worked at a private clinic, someone would go through a whole assessment on their unaffected arm.
Come on.
Like half an hour into our 45-minute session, they're like, so when are we going to do this on the other side? What?
People just assume because you're a professional that you know what you're doing, but you don't
read
always.
the chart.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Long session then.
Yes, very
I went through the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much, yep.
Oh my gosh.
Get
So
the
what
word
are
out.
some of the things that make Halbert Johnson different? Like from the Glenrose. Glenrose is in Edmonton.
Yeah, I would say like our length of stay is the biggest thing. Like we are 6 months average, right? So people can come and they can get like that sort of long-term rehab. Whereas the Glenrose, and there's the Foothills in Calgary, I think they're only, it's probably not gonna be accurate, but like 6 weeks maybe or so, and then people go. So just having the long stay here, the time to like go home and try things and come back and report back, and that's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest difference for the ones in Alberta, I guess.
Yeah, we sometimes get people from, we've had a few BC people, we've had like Northwest Territories and Nunavut, they all come to us too,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I think in Western Canada, we're like the only like long stay brain injury rehab.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So anything longer than 8 weeks would be considered long stay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I find sometimes, this is probably just me like thinking we're way better, but I find that like we get way more complicated and complex cases.
Yeah.
Because if they could rehab and go home in their 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever, they're doing that. Whereas we get the people who, you know, maybe their house needs adaptations, or maybe they're taking that longer time to get to where they need to be to go home. And so there's a lot more problem solving and planning of how to get people home from here, and what are our goals and what do we need to be able to do.
Yeah.
And they tend to be the more complicated cases, I would say, that come. And it's also a little bit tougher too, because we get people from all over. So you've got someone from like Medicine Hat or something. Well, they're not going home every weekend because they live far away, right? And you're trying to coordinate times at home and sending equipment and just going off of pictures, and you're trying to coordinate that all from here to get them back to somewhere that's very, very far away. So it makes it a little bit tougher, but makes it more fun too. Yeah.
And we've talked a lot about like the patients that get to go home on LOAs and their discharge plan is to go home. We do have quite a few patients as well that do end up in long-term care, but we're just making them as independent as possible. So say they still want to do a dressing program, well then you don't need nursing when you're there to get you up in the morning or put you to bed at night. You still have that little bit of independence, whether you're in like long-term care or group home, that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. And just trying to bump, because there's different levels of care. So trying to get people to the least amount of level of care. The difference between a long-term care and a supported living is like a pretty big quality of life change, I would say. So just trying to, and also just giving the like family, friends, whoever it is, sort of that understanding and like unbiased, you know, like it's okay if you can't manage their care at home, because we understand that's a lot of work and caregiver burnout's very real, and you know, you gotta take care of yourself to take care of other people. So trying to give them that like validation, because I think there's a lot of pressure to be taking people home and be caring for them 100%, but it's, I mean, caregiver burnout's very real, and it's okay if you're not able to provide that amount of support. Like, just what do you need from us, right?
A couple of other differences is that this is only inpatient, and Glenrose has both in and out.
Yeah.
And Foothills probably in and out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it depends what community you're going to too. Like if we know someone's going back to Edmonton or Calgary, maybe services are better in an outpatient setting. Like they'll do their time here, and then we say, okay, now you need to take what you learned, practice at home, and go to that outpatient therapy for ongoing. But if someone's going to like, I don't know, like Peace River or something, well, what services are they going to get there, right? So maybe we'll we'll plan a little bit differently for what we need to do before they're discharged, because we know they don't have those services when they leave.
Please subscribe.
Well, thank you very much for doing this.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, you're
If you
welcome.
enjoy the show, please subscribe. Say that.
Please subscribe.
Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the chat with these ladies, my occupational therapists that have nothing to do with my occupation.